I'm a bit nervous. This is my first time speaking to so many people. It's also my first trip to the United States. And I have to tell you that my journey to the US was certainly easier than my journey from Sudan to Israel. I was born in a refugee camp in Sudan. When I was still a baby, my parents left the camp and we moved to Khartoum. We had a good life there. I attended school and had lots of friends. Then one day, when I was 16, my father said that we were in danger and that we had to leave the country immediately. That same afternoon, my mother, my 5 younger brothers and sisters, and I fled to Egypt. We had to leave all our belongings behind. After we arrived in Cairo, we walked across the Sinai Desert. The journey took about 3 weeks, and it was very dangerous. During the day, we were passed from one smuggler to another. Smugglers do terrible things to people. Most of the refugees had no food or water. I have heard hundreds of stories of torture and rape. I heard gunshots as we crossed the border. Egyptians shoot people as they try to cross. The world needs to know what smugglers are doing. Over the last 4 years, life in Tel Aviv hasn't been easy, but my mom was able to get a job cleaning houses, and I graduated from high school. Now I work translating for asylum seekers, but the most rewarding thing I do is my volunteer work with the Israeli organization Hagar and Miriam, part of Topaz and Brit Olam. I help young Sudanese and Eritrean girls who are pregnant or new mothers who have just arrived in Israel. They often come alone with only the clothes on their backs and the baby in their arms. They are overwhelmed by a culture and a language that are so foreign to them. And they have nobody to turn to for help. On top of that, they don't know much about pregnancy or childbirth or how to be a mother. We teach them how to stay safe and prepare for life in Israel, which is totally different than their home country. When my mom was a girl in Sudan, she was married at the age of 13. I don't want this to happen in my generation. Teenage girls in Israel have more choices and more freedom. Girls who have just arrived from Africa need to learn how to protect themselves. At that age, they don't know what's right and wrong. They need to be true to their traditions, yet live in a different society. When I left Sudan, I had nobody to help me or give me advice. Everything I learned by myself. Now I'm able to help other girls recover from their painful journeys and restart their lives in Tel Aviv. They have gone through so much. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk about it. But they're also amazingly strong and determined. I'm excited about the future. I want to become a children's doctor and be able to save lives and make an even bigger difference. That way, I can become a role model not only to my younger siblings, but also to all displaced young women. I also want to honor the love and support my mother, my family, and my friends have given me. I thank them, and I thank you very much for this award. Thank you.